This program was brought to you by PennyMac TPO and Power Plus, their next-generation broker portal that gives you more speed and control over the process. You can now disclose, lock, and manage your loan seamlessly from start to finish, all in one place. It's another reason why greatness lives here.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Sarah Wolak. Well, we made it at least a few days without layoff news, and as the holidays approach, we fear more is coming. But more on that later. First up, we wrote about whitewashing back in January. A new report from the National Community Reinvestment Coalition used a unique methodology to test appraisal bias. Our own Christine Stewart has more.
The average American will pay more for a home if it's in a white neighborhood than if it's in a community of color.
There are many who will defend the appraisal industry and say they are just doing their jobs and evaluating how much a home will actually sell for, not how much it should sell for in a fair world.
The issue is they aren't necessarily good at that.
A new report by the NCRC took 14 interracial couples in Baltimore and asked them to have their homes appraised at least twice, once with the white partner at home and once with the black partner at home.
The white presented homes were appraised at about $7,000 more than the black presented homes. And all seven of the white partners were given really good customer service.
Lillian says there were some outliers in the study. One couple's home was appraised at $46,000 higher when the white partner presented.
There shouldn't be more than a 5% difference between the values, but sometimes it's a little outside that, but 10% is considered highly suspect.
But what can be done about appraisal bias?
It would be great if there was a way for the public to have a real say in appraisal guidelines, and right now there is not one.
The mostly white profession, which requires a college degree and an apprenticeship, is overseen by a private organization, the Appraisal Institute. Lillian suggested that things have to change to create more transparency by requiring appraisers to report on the demographics of their clients and the valuation, and, at the very least, have fair housing training. For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Christine Stewart.
Thanks, Christine. Now on to that unfortunate layoff news. Zillow cut 300 jobs through layoffs and attrition as it is shifting focus towards technology-related positions in the company. The Seattle-based online real estate marketplace informed its impacted employees about their decision on Tuesday. Shortly after receiving the communication, the impacted employees had to leave the company. This week, we have made the difficult but necessary decision to eliminate a small number of roles and will shift those resources to key growth areas around our Housing Super app, a Zillow spokesperson said in a statement. Last month, we reported that fewer people were using this type of technology to search for homes because many have already pulled themselves out of the market. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Don't miss the largest regional mortgage show in the nation. The New England Mortgage Expo returns to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, January 12th and 13th. See us at www.nemortgageexpo.com. Start your year with the best connections in the industry. Dozens of sessions, scores of exhibitors. It's where success is written every hour. www.nemortgageexpo.com.
Welcome back. First American Financial saw $445 million in net income this time last year. This year, not so much. The company reported a stark $2 million in net income for the third quarter. That's a drop of 99.6%. The company blamed the turbulent market for a downturn in residential business. When you take out recent acquisitions, net income from information and services dropped 26%. That was driven primarily by a lack of data and products sold to mortgage originators. On the flip side, First American says that its commercial side of business proved to be stronger this quarter. We'll be right back with what else is interesting today.
This program was brought to you by PennyMac TPO and Power Plus, their next-generation broker portal. Visit tpo.pennymac.com to sign up.
Welcome back. Here's what else is interesting today. The 2.6% increase in real GDP was driven by consumer and government spending, but the residential housing investment declined for the sixth straight quarter and by the most since the second quarter of 2020. Now it's up to the Fed to decide how to handle it. For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to mortgagenewsnetwork.com.